Yang berbahagia Datuk Dr. Muhammad Razif, Ketua Pengarah Kesihatan Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Palan, Pro Chancellor University of Cyberjaya. Big round of applause for you, Tan Sri. Yang berbahagia Datuk Dr. Norhayati Rusli, Timbalan Ketua Pengarah Kesihatan Awam. Yang berbahagia Datuk Dr. Sontari Sundaram, President of the National Cancer Society of Malaysia. I really wish to give you a big round of applause as well. Yang berusaha Profesor Dr. Zabidi Hussein, Vice Chancellor University of Cyberjaya, good friend indeed. Yang berusaha Tuan Mahapalan, Group Managing Director Cyberjaya Education Group Berhad. Yang berbahagia Datuk Haji Abdul Rashid Muhammad Sharif, Director of Cyberjaya Education Group Berhad. Bear with me, I would really wish to make a mention of, if possible, everybody who is responsible and make this meeting a success. I wish I can have the long list. I will just be doing that. If that is what I do this morning, that will be sufficient for me. So big round of applause for all of you. Not forgetting the Professor Dr. Subramaniam, Head of the Global Business Development, Cyberjaya Education. Of course, Yang Berusaha Associate Prof, my good friend Dr. Murali Taran Manasami, the MD, the Managing Director of National Cancer Society of Malaysia. Not forgetting Tuan Raymond Lu, this is very important, President of LIAM. Yeah, thank you very much indeed for your support and your cooperation. Yang berusaha Tuan Mark Odell, Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif of LIAM, CEO of LIAM. Dan I wish I could make a mention of luminaries that are around here, so many that I could see. Professor Rosmawati, my good friend from, now I've lost his name now. Oh God, Khalid, Azul Khalid. I remember your surname though. Not too bad. Forgive me for my age. Still young. Yang bagi datuk-datuk, datin, tuan-tuan, puan-puan yang dihormati sekalian, saya mulakan dengan mengucapkan ucapan yang mulia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam Malaysia Madani. Pastinya saya melafaz syukur. I see so many familiar faces, so many professors around that I just could not, but to recognize all of you from this stage. Perhaps we will have more further conversation later. Ya, saya melafazkan syukur dan memanjat setinggi-tinggi kesyukuran pada hari ini dapat bersama my one and only bersama dalam program sambutan Hari Kanser Sedunia 2024 dengan tema Together We Can Do Better. Bersama kita mampu lakukan dengan lebih baik. That will be the spirit, and for that, that is our minister. And saya Cyberjaya semua yang terlibat menjayakan program ini. But kalau saya boleh berucap seperti mana Prof. Tan Sri Palan, lebih baik short, sharp and sweet. I like that. Peter Drucker quote. Doesn't matter who's right, but what is right. Saya sedikit mau menegur mengapa 4th Februari dijadikan sambutan dan bukan peringatan. I believe we could only commemorate, kita sambut Hari Merdeka, kita sambut Hari Jadi, but sambut Hari Kanser is surely a misnomer. I may be wrong. I have the right to my opinion. Let's take it from the spirit that ini adalah hari peringatan. This is a day to remember that cancer is still around and with us. And it is this, I really wish I can speak off the cuff. It is this challenge of the silent killer, the third in its rank after cardiovascular IHD, the number one killer. And of course, number two is anything to do with the respiratory system or COPDs and others. And then come cancer. And of course, top in women is of course breast, hers, male, breast, colorectal, prostate, yeah. Then comes cervical. Now liver comes fourth or fifth. And of course the rest of other disease, fatal, debilitating disease. So it's most apt, I would have thought, yeah. Sangat, let me be bilingual this morning, if not trilingual. Boleh ya? As I see many kawan-kawan daripada other nationalities. Ya, seperti mana yang disebutkan sebentar tadi, juga Prof. Pak Alan dan juga Dr. Murali juga peringatkan saya. Today is not only a day to expect to be told and given discourses or forum on cancer, although that is part of it, but it is more importantly to stress on the need, yeah, to in fact come together to perhaps membuat commitment to pledge our support, yeah, to ensure that cancer and being reminded of the 4th February, to be reminded of cancer is still a great challenge to humanity and to us in Malaysia. So the effort or the pledge should be together we can do better. So that is why it is in this program, in this World Cancer Day here in University of Cyberjaya is enjoying and dianjurkan oleh NCSM is for us to have a whole of society. It's not the whole of government, but the whole of nation and the whole of society's approach. So that will surely entail the four aspect of just not screening, not only screening, but as well screening, treatment, and more importantly, the psychosocial and survivorship and support of cancer survivors. So itu pada saya adalah sangat penting. Dengan kata lain, closing the gap would be most pertinent. Rapatkan jurang penjagaan kanser pada saya is most apt, is the most appropriate. Ya. Dan di sini pihak kementerian, pihak kami akan sentiasa berusaha memastikan setiap individu, setiap insan, ya, that everyone akan mendapat akses kepada penjagaan kanser yang berkualiti. The challenge is on accessibility. The challenge is to gain access. And of course, as Dr. Murali pointed out, if we get every stakeholder to be involved, we could make sure that end to end, it's almost like very affordable, if not FOC pro bono. That would be the way, the spirit of getting together, we could do better. That is what I believe truly. That is really, truly akin to the leaving no one behind, the universal health coverage of the WHO. Bagaimanapun untuk merapatkan jurang penjagaan kanser ini, kita memerlukan kerjasama. It's always a bold statement to make. Yeah, closing the gap, leaving no one behind. But the challenge is always, could we, right? In more, as alluded earlier, in an actionable, plan and items and action, kita boleh menggalas dan menggarap, to galvanize and to gembling, tenaga dan kerjasama semua pihak, the stakeholders, pemegang kepentingan, pemegang taruh, pemegang kepentingan daripada pemegang taruh. You are not in any, kita mau melihat all the stakeholders bekerjasama, dan this is why when I see the stakeholders of particularly the Persatuan Insurans Rakyat Malaysia LIM is here, dan pihak-pihak yang lain juga bersama kita di Axios NCSM Cancer Fund juga bersama kita. Saya kira we are on the correct trajectory. Jadi tuan-tuan dan puan, izinkan saya untuk quite a long speech. Let me just try to rangkumkan semuanya. Jutaan manusia, insan di seluruh dunia berhadapan dengan ketidaksamaan, the gap, di kesenjangan ataupun untuk mendapat access to cancer treatment, screening, and support. Ini bermakna ramai tidak dapat akses kepada pencegahan, diagnosis, rawatan, dan penjagaan paliatif yang berkualiti, yang baik. Jika kita rangkumkan semua kes kematian di dunia, kanser merupakan penyebab kedua kematian. This is on a global, on the global scale. Kanser adalah kedua kematian tertinggi di dunia, yang mana 10 million meninggal dunia akibat kanser every year. How many got killed? How many succumb to the pandemic of the SARS-CoV-2 virus? Was it 5? Yeah. I may be wrong, but at least in Malaysia it is 36,000 Malaysian terkorban dalam pandemik baru-baru ini. But cancer alone throughout the world, on a yearly basis, a lifelong trend, 10 million. Let's get to the perspective of things. Infectious disease, as serious as it is when it comes, sifatnya is episodic and acute, right? Yeah, we were all on our knees when SARS-CoV-2 came, with the MCOs and whatnot. But let me remind you that insofar as the NCDs and cancer is number 3, it is a lifelong trend. It's not coming episodically, and it's lifelong, it is chronic, it's all year round. It is not episodic and acute, but it is lifelong challenge. Jadi saya kira I'm inclined to rehash the war on cancer, truly. And I think the WHO had it in 1971, if I'm not mistaken, way back. 1971, war on cancer. But I think it's time that we galvanize at a global, not regional, at a regional, if not global, on a global scale, the war on cancer. And we should put all our expertise, all the resources that we have, to get these preventable deaths of cancer. Saya tahu, if I can just bring you back to some life experience, mendapat diberitahu akan keputusan any cancer test is almost like you are, if it is positive, you are handed down a death sentence. A death sentence. Begitu. Each and every one of us, I've lost my mom 3 months ago. And my mom, whom I love so much, succumbed to her breast cancer that only diagnosed at already stage 4. And silently killing her, it almost like asymptomatic, totally asymptomatic. And when my daughter get to up with her, and I did the same, it's all too late. And I'm sure each and every one of us has our own story to tell, our own anecdotes. Semua ada berlaku pada anak, berlaku pada pasangan, berlaku pada adik-beradik, berlaku pada mak ayah kita. We all have our stories to tell. Jadi tuan-tuan, saudara-saudara sekalian, if cancer is sangat menurunkan, sangat menakutkan, yeah, but at the same time, it is in fact preventable. And if you ask me what is the cause of cancer, just wait for our expert who will be telling you, the oncologist will be telling you, the cancer biologist will be telling you. But truly, we are still researching, and I believe that, and all of us believe that as much as it is preventable, and some of it is caused by viruses, oncogenic virus, the like of HPV, human papillomavirus, causing cervical cancer. So that truly will have to come with vaccination. So it is preventable, but are we putting our effort together? And for this, I would want to thank and take the opportunity to thank Dr. Murali, who came to Parliament when I was the chair of the Parliamentary Select Committee, Special Select Committee on Health, and we immediately get a nationwide HPV vaccination donated by MSD of 300,000 doses for the entire country. And this is how it's going to be. When everyone takes and assumes and plays their role, we will be able to at least mitigate, introduce, and we have an agenda of menoktahkan, to eliminate cervical cancer. And similarly, if you ask me what causes cancer, I was once upon a time a toxicologist. I'm not a generalist, but a scientist that I am, or I was, all that we were concerned is actually cancer. Those days, in the early 80s, on the theory of carcinogenesis, the epigenetic mechanism, non-epigenetic mechanism, what have you, but no one would dare say that they really understand it all. And research is unfolding, which reminds us of the importance of going preventive, promotive, more than, notwithstanding the importance of doing more research to get it curative. So friends, it's so very important that we are going to put our minds and our heart together. Because I can go at length to talk to you about a project that when I was out 12 months in the lake. I was engaged with a startup, basal-based company that were looking at biologically active molecules designed to specifically inhibit desired pathways of cancer cell. while maintaining the risk of drug toxicity. Without naming the startup concern, but we believe we could actually manage this disease, and the important thing is to truly understand at the molecular level, how these malignancies could be mitigated, and intervention on leveraging on key signaling pathways governing tumor malignancies through various signaling pathways, the like of phosphoinositide 3 kinase, or the mammalian target of rapamycin, PITIC 3K and mTOR. I'm sure the scientists, medical researchers here are nodding their head. But what I'm saying is essentially that the contribution from all would be huge, and we've just got to put everything of our mind, our money, and our expertise together to undertake the war on cancer. So with that, I would want to quickly wrap up my speech that is going everywhere. Truly, this is a big challenge. It was a lot easier doing that in HUKM on area cancer when we were focused on liver cancer, Prof. Rosmawati, but this one is truly difficult. Ada 3 perkara kalau in all honesty and in all loyalty to this organizer, I must say, bagaimanapun tuan-tuan, kalaulah usaha kerajaan pastinya tidak mencukupi, maka kita perlu merapatkan jurang penjagaan kanser dalam negara ini dengan menggembelengkan tenaga-tenaga yang lain, pemegang taruh yang lain, termasuk pertubuhan-pertubuhan bukan kerajaan, universities, golongan profesional kesihatan dan communities. Dan saya sangat mengalu-alukan, malah turut terasa teruja dan terharu melihat sokongan dan usaha yang ditunjukkan oleh semua NGO yang terlibat dalam perjuangan ini. If I may quickly read this good passage of the text, dan saya berbangga untuk mengumumkan 4 inisiatif tambahan melibatkan berbagai pemegang taruh atau kepentingan yang bakal dilancarkan hari ini. Pertama, kita akan menyaksikan ikrar oleh lebih 20 pertubuhan-pertubuhan bukan kerajaan yang bakal bersama-sama berganding bahu merapatkan jurang penjagaan kanser dalam negara ini. Ikrar ini akan menandakan komitmen bahawa penjagaan kanser ini melibatkan semua pihak. Cancer is everyone's business. Not just us, Radia and Ayati, is everyone's business. Untuk mengetahui lebih lanjut mengenai peranan dan usaha oleh setiap pertubuhan ini, pastinya we look forward to menyantuni dan melawat reruai, satu istilah baru yang saya belum pelajari, reruai, booth. Reruai mereka di sekitar dewan ini. That's one. Kedua, kita bakal menyaksikan sesi penanda tangan ataupun to try memorandum persefahaman antara Persatuan Kanser Kebangsaan NSCM dan University of Cyberjaya. Dan second, MOU ini menandakan satu langkah ke hadapan yang penting dalam perjalanan merapatkan jurang penjagaan kanser. Saya sangat percaya melalui penyelidikan, pendidikan dan program khidmat community, mereka mampu membawa perubahan yang lebih besar daripada sebelumnya. So we certainly will make, we put this on a greater height and to have it more profoundly executed and implemented. Ini kerana peringkat universiti kita boleh melahirkan lebih ramai sukarelawan dalam kalangan anak-anak muda. Now we get to see the whole society's approach. Kita mesti galakkan anak-anak muda. We have to see, they are out there, of the universities, undergraduate or even postgraduate coming along. Dan dengan mereka punya vision, mission dan semangat yang jelas why they must be in with us together, because it is everyone's business and together we could make it better. Kajian-kajian di peringkat universiti juga boleh ditumpukan ke arah kaji sendiri berkaitan penjagaan kanser dalam negara. So beside of course what is deeply scientific, but of course we could also look at the aspect, the socio-psychological support aspect of survivorship in the realm of survivorship. Tidak juga lupa latihan-latihan yang diberikan kepada golongan profesional kesihatan oleh pakar-pakar kesihatan. That was also going to be part of it. Ketiga, saya dengan bangganya juga mengumumkan bahawa Persatuan Insurans Hayat Malaysia (LIM) yang mewakili 16 syarikat insurans akan memberikan sumbangan 100,000 dos suntikan HPV kepada NCSM. As an add-on to the MSD, that was given to NCSM that we launched in the Parliament some time back. Ini merupakan satu sumbangan besar yang bakal membantu program vaksinasi HPV di seluruh negara oleh NCSM. Program ini yang dinamakan tanpa meninggalkan sesiapa pun, leaving no one behind, menoktahkan cancer di Malaysia, leaving no one behind, elimination of cervical cancer in Malaysia. Ini sedang giat dijalankan oleh NCSM di seluruh negara sejak ia dimula dilancarkan November tahun lalu 2023. Dan untuk pengetahuan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, program ini merupakan program yang dianjurkan oleh Jawatankuasa Pilihan Khas Kesihatan yang telah pun saya sebutkan lebih awal tadi. Akhir sekali, saya ingin mengumumkan bahawa Axios International, another sebuah organisasi yang menyediakan akses yang sama, equitable dan sustainable kepada penjagaan dan rawatan yang berkualiti untuk pesakit yang memerlukan, bakal mewujudkan dana bersama Persatuan Kanser Kebangsaan Malaysia (NCSM) yang dipanggil the Axios NCSM Cancer Fund. A big round of applause for Axios International. Semangat daripada tangan pesakit kansernya yang bakal mengangkat beban the burden of disease for cancer untuk mendapatkan ubat-ubatan yang diperlukan yang very well is very expensive. Usaha-usaha ini tidak terhenti di sini saja. Jika dipanjangkan umur dan dimurahkan rezeki, let's hope that this is not, the last time I came 5 years ago, country. So please, we are going to be meeting like this. It's certainly going to be a continuous engagement. It's certainly going to be one that kita bring and build this thing together. Karena together we will make a difference. We will make a difference. Jadi dengan itu saya sangat berharap lebih ramai lagi pemegang taruh akan turut serta bersama-sama untuk bergandingan bahu merapatkan jurang penjagaan kanser, bridging the gap of cancer management, cancer screening, cancer treatment, and the aspect of the survivorship on cancer, the psychosocial support for cancer survivors. Tuan-tuan, puan-puan, marilah kita menjadikan hari sedunia ini sebagai satu peringatan, satu batu loncatan, as a launching pad, perhaps, kalau itu that's a correct translation, untuk kita bertindak dengan lebih baik dan lebih berkesan dan lebih integrated dan lebih holistik. Marilah kita bersama-sama bergandingan bahu meningkatkan kesedaran on the literacy of cancer, pengetahuan dan kesedaran pencerahan tentang beban dan juga ancaman cancer. So it's going to be truly a whole of government, a whole of society, a whole of nation approach dengan menyokong perubahan untuk membina sistem penjagaan kesihatan, the whole ecosystem, the health ecosystem, particularly with respect to cancer treatment management and the palliative or the care for the survivors, for cancer survivors, tanpa mengira latar belakang, berpeluang untuk menikmati kehidupan tanpa dibelenggu penyakit cancer and stifled by financial hardship. And we make sure that every person would have to gain access in affordable, if not free of charge, especially of the lower income group of the B40. So dengan itu, bersama-sama kita merapatkan jurang penjagaan kanser dan mencipta masa depan yang lebih cerah untuk semua rakyat Malaysia yang terjejas oleh kanser. This should be what the Madani government under the Right Honourable Prime Minister Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Dr. is surely, I've been informing him, I've been updating him over all this aspect of healthcare, and today, like what I've also informed him over the day I officiate the Cancer Day in HUKM, where we put the focus on liver cancer. But today, temanya adalah together we can do better. Sekian, terima kasih dan tahniah, syabas kepada semua.